Friends, if I tell you that to turn on and off this contactor, you have to use a single push button only, and you have to make the whole circuit through a single push button, then you will directly say here that, sir, this is not possible at all. Why not? Because to turn on and off the contactor, you have to use the start push button and the stop push button. This contactor will start with a start push button, but if we have to press the same button and turn off the contactor, then it will not be able to stop because this push button is of anode type and the anode type push button will not break the circuit. To break the holding circuit here, we have to use the stop push button here. So sir, it is not possible to turn on and off the contactor through a single push button. But friends, I will tell you here that we can also turn it on and off through same push button, but for this we will have to use another electrical device here, and that electrical device is this one. See, in the company, if you have to use so many push buttons and the contactor will start and stop through all the push buttons, then for this you have to use this device. Let me explain to you how to do it. For this, first of all, let's make the condition to start the contactor here. At the moment when I press this push button, as you can see, when I press this, the contactor starts. After pressing this, power supply which is going to this, instead of the power supply, we will connect this relay. This relay is known as pulse relay. What I want to say is push button which is connected here, in place of this relay will be connected. So what I do is I open the two wires connected to the back side of this push button, remove the input power supply and remove the output power supply from here. Now there is a holding circuit wire here. We do not need to use the holding circuit wire, so I am removing this also from here. Now we have only two wires left. If I touch these two together, the contactor will start. You can see here, I am showing you. If I touch it, the contactor starts here and stops on removing. So now what we have to do is we have to connect these two wires with this relay, so that if the relay starts, the contactor also starts. For this, we have to install it in the middle here. You can see here, it is said that the terminal number 3 and 4 is the anode contact, so we will use this contact. So this is the terminal number 4, so I am connecting this wire to it. And this wire here, which was going through our push button, we will connect that wire with terminal number 3. Terminal number 3 is here above. So with this, I connected this wire here. Now there is one more wire extra connected here, which is for our holding circuit. There is no need to use it, so I remove it from here too. Okay, this much work is completed. Now see, in this device here, we have to provide neutral supply on the A2 terminal of the device. So for this, I use a wire here and connect this wire to the A2 terminal in this way. Now I will connect the other end of this wire with the neutral supply here. Now we just have to provide phase supply to start it. So see, I connected two wires to the anode contact of the push button here to save time. Now I will connect this wire with the phase supply because I need phase supply to start it. So here I loosen it a little, and after loosening it, I tighten it in this way. Now this wire, the second wire, we have to take this wire and we have to supply power to start this relay. So for this, we will connect the A1 terminal here with this wire in this way. Connection is completed. Now before starting this, I would like to tell you, friends, I have a book for all of you, which is called Electrician A to Z Wiring Book. This book was written by me, which is of 180 pages. In this 180 page book, I have told you the complete circuit diagram and theory of VFD wiring and basic programming. Along with that, if you want to do wiring of our PLC, then how will you do the wiring? Its diagram. Apart from this, your starters, whether it is a reverse forward star delta starter, if you want to learn through the picture diagram or learn through this type of diagram, both are available in this book. Along with that, you will get the diagram of star delta starter, reverse forward, DOL starter, and many more concepts are there which are very important for you. So if you want to buy the PDF of this book, then you can buy it from our electrical technician app, or you can buy it from the link provided in the description of the video. Now let's start this starter to check. See, first of all, I turn on the MCB. After turning on the MCB, if I press this push button, then you will see that this contactor has started. Will it be able to stop by this push button? Let's see this too. If I press this, contactor turned off. You can see that it has started only by pressing it once and it has stopped by pressing it second time. This means that the function of this pulse relay is to start or stop something by using a pulse signal. For example, if we press it for the first time, that is when we give pulse signal for first time, then it will start, and if we press it a second time, it will stop. Now friends, if you want to use multiple push buttons instead of a single push button, then you can use it. I will tell you how to use it. For this, we have to turn off the MCB, and after turning it off, we have to remove the wire of this push button. So I removed it from here. Now the second wire of this push button, which is connected to the A1 terminal of this pulse relay, we remove this also from here. After removing it, I separate it. Now see, I have all these push buttons here, and behind all these push buttons, I have connected the NO contact here. And the input terminal of all the NO contacts, for example, if the input power supply is given through this wire, then the power supply will come at this point. And by looping the same power supply, we will provide the incoming power supply to all the push buttons. Now whichever push button we press, the power supply will go to its output terminal, and on that output terminal you will see that all the wires are looped together. That means I have looped the output terminals together and I looped the input terminals together. And after this I have connected one more wire from the first push button through which the signal will go to this pulse relay. So wiring is very simple. What do we have to do? We have to connect the first wire here with the MCB. So through this wire we have provided the incoming power supply to all the push buttons. Now see, if we press these push buttons, the output signal will go through this wire. So we take this wire and A1 terminal here is the A1 terminal, connect it with this terminal of the pulse relay. So the wiring here is completed. Now we have to check whether our contactor will be able to turn on or off through so many push buttons. All the push buttons here are of NO contact. So now I turn on the MCB here. After turning on the MCB, if I press this push button, the contactor will turn on here. Now if I press this, it turned off. If I press this, it is on. Now if I press this, it is off. If I press this, it turned on. If I press this again, it turned off. So friends, I hope you liked today's video. If you like this video, then do like, comment and share this video. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching this video.